Welcome to the Ainfluencer Podcast, your go-to hub for influencer marketing, e-commerce, and affiliate strategies. Follow us to uncover success stories, expert advice, and practical insights to elevate your brand. This is the Ainfluencer Podcast, your guide to mastering influence and transforming your business. Stay tuned.
Welcome to our deep dive into the world of fashion influencer marketing.
Ooh, fun.
Get ready to upgrade your understanding of how brands are using influencers to connect with their audience and their wallets.
Right.
We've got a stack of articles, case studies, and data reports here.
Okay.
And we're going to break down everything from campaign strategy to measuring ROI.
Okay.
You'll walk away with a clear view of this fast-paced landscape.
It's a fascinating space because it really taps into the power of visual storytelling.
Okay.
Fashion, at its core, is all about image and aspiration. Influencers have become the modern storytellers, showcasing how clothes can transform how we feel and how others see us.
I'm curious about the strategic approach here.
Right.
Is it really as simple as just finding the influencer with the most followers?
Not at all.
Okay.
Throwing money at a celebrity with millions of followers doesn't guarantee success.
Right.
The real magic happens when you find that sweet spot in influencer whose style, values, and audience genuinely align with your brand's image and target market.
So it's about finding that perfect fit.
Yes.
Like a well-chosen accessory that complements the entire outfit.
Precisely.
Okay.
And sometimes that perfect fit comes in the form of a micro-influencer.
Okay.
They might not have millions of followers, but they've cultivated incredibly dedicated communities.
Right.
And that translates to a surprising level of influence. In fact, studies show that micro-influencers can have up to 60% higher engagement rates compared to those with massive followings.
Wow, 60%. That's a
Yeah.
huge difference.
It is.
Why do you think that is?
It boils down to trust.
Okay.
Think about it. When a friend whose style you admire recommends a product, it carries more weight than a random ad, right?
Absolutely.
Micro-influencers operate in a similar way. Their followers perceive them as relatable and trustworthy.
Right.
So their recommendations feel more like genuine suggestions than paid endorsements.
That makes a lot of sense. It seems like different segments of the fashion industry are approaching influencer marketing in unique ways. Luxury brands, for instance, probably aren't going after the same type of influencer as, say, a fast fashion brand.
Absolutely. Luxury brands are all about carefully crafted exclusivity.
Okay.
They partner with niche fashion connoisseurs who embody prestige and sophistication.
Right.
Individuals who can make their products feel aspirational and unattainable to the average consumer.
So are we talking about those exclusive behind-the-scenes peeks into a Parisian atelier?
Yeah.
A fashion vlogger flown in for a runway show, dripping in the brand's latest design.
Exactly. It's all about cultivating that aura of, I want to be part of this world.
That's quite a contrast to the world of fast fashion, where it seems like speed and trend spotting are the name of the game.
You're spot on.
Okay.
Fast fashion brands thrive on high-volume, trend-driven tactics to match their rapid product cycles.
Right.
Think about those haul videos that dominate YouTube and TikTok, where influencers showcase a mountain of new arrivals,
Right.
creating that frenzy of excitement and urgency.
It's like a digital shopping spree, and I have to admit, I've fallen victim to their effectiveness a time or two.
Yeah, they get you.
But it's interesting that they don't solely rely on those mega influencers with millions of followers.
That's right. They often use a strategic mix. You might see a celebrity endorsement to grab attention,
Okay.
but then they rely on a network of micro-influencers to demonstrate how to style those pieces for everyday life,
Right.
making the trends feel accessible and achievable.
It's a clever way to create a multifaceted campaign. But what about sustainable fashion brands? They're
Right.
trying to cultivate a very different message.
Absolutely. Sustainable brands are looking for more than just a pretty face. They prioritize partnering with influencers who authentically embody their commitment to ethical practices and eco-conscious materials.
So finding influencers who practice what they preach,
Yes.
who are genuinely passionate about sustainability.
Exactly. Their focus isn't just on selling products. It's about educating and inspiring consumers to embrace a more mindful approach to fashion.
Okay.
They might partner with an influencer to create a video showcasing a brand's commitment to fair labor practices, or to demonstrate ways to upcycle old clothing into stylish new pieces.
I love that. It's about using their platform to promote a larger movement.
Right.
So we've established that selecting the right influencer is crucial.
It is.
But what happens next?
Right.
How do brands go beyond a one-off sponsored post and create a truly compelling campaign?
They move beyond those random product placements and into well-structured campaigns with clearly defined goals.
Okay.
And a touch of creative magic.
Yeah.
So we're talking about a series of outfit of the day posts showcasing the brand, or even co-creating an entire product line with the influencer.
Right.
Remember when H&M launched a collection designed in collaboration with a popular fashion blogger?
It was a huge success. I guess turning the influencer into a co-creator adds a whole new level of authenticity and appeal.
Totally.
And I remember Sperry giving influencers free rein to style their iconic boat shoes in unique ways. It really expanded their reach and helped them connect with a whole new demographic.
You're right.
Okay.
Giving influencers the freedom to be creative while staying true to the brand's essence can lead to more genuine and engaging content.
Right.
But it's not enough to just create great content. Brands need to find ways to spark a conversation with their audience.
That's where the concept of user-generated content comes in, right?
Exactly.
Right.
Encouraging users to create and share their own content featuring the brand or product is incredibly powerful. Remember when ASOS launched their The Scene on Me campaign?
Yes.
They invited customers to share photos of themselves wearing ASOS clothes.
Right.
And it created a massive library of authentic content that resonated with their target audience.
It's like turning your customers into brand ambassadors.
Yes.
And it makes them feel like they're part of a larger community. But how else are brands actively engaging their audience through influencer marketing?
They're using all the tools at their disposal.
Okay.
Think about those Instagram Live try-on sessions where an influencer walks their followers through their latest fashion finds, answering questions and offering styling advice in real time. Or those TikTok live streams where influencers chat with their audience while demonstrating a new makeup tutorial using products from a sponsored brand.
It's about making that connection, right? Breaking down the wall between the brand and the consumer.
Precisely. And those classic tactics giveaways and exclusive discount codes never go out of style.
They do seem to create a lot of buzz.
They do.
I'm always tempted to click on that swipe up link for a chance to win a free wardrobe.
I hear you.
But here's something I've always been curious about.
Right.
How do brands decide which platform is the best fit for their campaigns? It's a jungle out there.
It can definitely feel overwhelming with so many options. While each platform has its own nuances and demographics, there are two undeniable powerhouses in the fashion world: TikTok and Instagram.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
They're the visual heavyweights, right?
They are, and they dominate influencer marketing spend in the fashion industry. TikTok's short-form videos and viral challenges make it a breeding ground for fashion trends and style inspiration.
Okay.
Remember the Gucci model challenge?
Yes.
Where users put their own creative spin on Gucci's signature aesthetic?
It was incredible to see how users interpreted the brand style in their own unique ways.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But let's not underestimate Instagram's enduring power.
Right.
Its visual appeal, shoppable posts, and features like stories and reels continue to make it a force to be reckoned with.
I've definitely fallen victim to those impulse purchases via shoppable posts.
I hear you.
It's so convenient to see an influencer's outfit and be able to buy the pieces instantly. What about YouTube? Does it still have a place in fashion influencer marketing?
Absolutely. While it might not account for the same volume of collaborations as TikTok and Instagram, YouTube is the go-to platform for longer-form content like in-depth hauls, styling tutorials, and lookbooks.
Those YouTube videos can have incredible longevity.
Yes, they can.
You might discover a tutorial for a specific hairstyle or makeup look years after it was originally posted.
That's right.
Okay.
And those longer videos often foster a deeper level of engagement. Viewers are more invested in the content and more likely to trust the influencer's recommendations.
So an effective fashion influencer strategy probably involves a multi-platform approach.
That's a safe bet.
Okay.
Brands are realizing that they need to meet their audience where they are.
Right.
And that often means creating content tailored to the unique strengths of each platform.
It's all about maximizing their reach and impact.
Yes.
This has been incredibly insightful.
Looking to connect with your audience and make your product go viral? Meet Ainfluencer.com. the end-to-end marketplace that connects you with over 1 million Instagram and TikTok influencers for free. With no subscriptions or fees, Ainfluencer.com makes it easy to find the perfect collaboration partners for your brand instantly. Its AI-powered system does the heavy lifting, matching you with influencers based on niche demographics, past performance, and engagement. Start your campaign directly from your Ainfluencer dashboard or your Shopify store in seconds. Manage everything from inviting influencers and negotiating deals to secure payments and performance analytics all in one place. Handle influencer-curated lists, affiliate marketing, and content creation, even translated into 200+ languages, all without paying any platform fees. Unlimited use, forever free. Visit Ainfluencer.com today and take your brand to the next level.
And now I want to get down to the nitty-gritty budgeting and ROI. How are brands making sure these campaigns actually deliver?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Right.
And it's one that keeps a lot of marketers up at night.
So spill the tea. How much are brands actually investing in these influencer collaborations?
Well, it varies widely depending on the influencer's reach and the scope of the campaign. We're seeing brands dedicate a significant portion of their marketing budget to influencer campaigns, sometimes between 10 to 20%, and those budgets are steadily increasing.
That's a serious commitment. But I imagine it's justified if it's delivering tangible results. How do you actually measure the return on investment for an influencer campaign? It can't always be as straightforward as tracking direct sales, right?
You're right. It can be tricky, but brands are getting much more sophisticated about measuring the impact of their campaigns.
Okay.
They're setting clear key performance indicators, KPIs,
Right.
and using a variety of tools to track everything from engagement rates and website traffic to conversions and brand sentiment.
So they're not just relying on vanity metrics like likes and followers anymore.
Not at all. They're digging deeper to understand how those influencer shoutouts are actually moving the needle. They're using trackable promo codes, affiliate links, and social listening tools to gain a more comprehensive view of their campaign's performance.
It's like they've become social media detectives.
In a way, yes.
Yeah.
And those affiliate models, where influencers earn a commission on sales they drive, are becoming increasingly popular.
That makes sense. It aligns the influencer's success directly with the brand's success, creating a true partnership.
Exactly. It incentivizes influencers to create content that converts, and it gives brands a more tangible way to measure the return on their investment.
Speaking of ROI, what kind of returns are brands actually seeing from influencer marketing? Is it really worth all the hype?
The data suggests it is. According to industry benchmarks, businesses are earning an average of $6.50 for every $1 spent on influencer marketing.
Wow, $6.50 for every dollar. That's impressive. But I'm guessing it depends heavily on the industry, the brand, and the execution of the campaign, right?
Yeah. Absolutely. There's no one-size-fits-all formula for success. But what's clear is that brands are getting smarter about optimizing their campaigns to squeeze every bit of value out of their influencer partnerships.
What are some of the secrets to maximizing the ROI of influencer marketing?
One key strategy is repurposing influencer content across multiple marketing channels.
Okay.
Brands are taking those eye-catching photos and videos created by influencers
Right.
and reusing them in email newsletters, on product pages, and even in their paid advertising campaigns.
It's like a fashion recycling program, extending the lifespan of that content and maximizing its impact.
Precisely. And they're also recognizing the value of building long-term relationships with influencers rather than just engaging in one-off collaborations.
So it's not just about those fleeting sponsored posts anymore.
Not if you want to build lasting brand loyalty and authenticity. Brands are realizing that the more familiar an influencer is with their products and values, the more genuinely they can integrate them into their content and connect with their audience.
It's about cultivating a sense of trust and credibility over time. And I imagine those long-term partnerships can also lead to more favorable rates for the brand.
You're absolutely right. It's a win-win for both sides. The influencer gets the security of an ongoing partnership, and the brand benefits from a more authentic and cost-effective relationship.
It sounds like influencer marketing is a dynamic and constantly evolving field. What trends do you see on the horizon that fashion brands should be paying attention to?
One trend that's impossible to ignore is the increasing importance of data and analytics.
So it's not just about gut feelings and creative flair anymore.
While those are still important, brands are realizing that they need to back up their influencer strategies with hard data. They're using sophisticated tools to track engagement rates, website traffic, conversions, and even social sentiment to measure the effectiveness of their campaigns and make more informed decisions.
It's like they're turning influencer marketing into a science.
In a way, yes. And it's helping them refine their strategies and optimize their campaigns for maximum impact. Another trend that's gaining traction is the rise of virtual influencers.
Wait, virtual influencers? You mean those computer-generated characters that look like real people?
Exactly. They're becoming increasingly realistic and sophisticated, and some brands are already experimenting with them.
I have to admit, I'm a bit skeptical. Can people really connect with a digital avatar in the same way they connect with a real human being?
That's a valid question. And the answer is still unfolding as this technology evolves. But there are some potential advantages to working with virtual influencers.
Like what?
Well, for starters, brands have complete control over their image, message, and values.
Okay.
They can be tailored to appeal to very specific demographics or niche interests, and they never have a bad hair day or get caught in a scandal.
I guess that could be appealing for certain brands, but it will be interesting to see how consumers respond to this trend in the long run.
Definitely. It's a bold experiment, and only time will tell if it truly resonates with audiences. But one thing's for sure. The lines between the physical and digital worlds are blurring, and influencer marketing is at the forefront of this shift.
That's fascinating. So what does all this mean for our listener? What are the key takeaways from this deep dive into fashion influencer marketing?
I think the most important thing to remember is that there's no one-size-fits-all approach to influencer marketing. There's no magic formula for success.
It's like a fashion show.
Yeah,
There's something for everyone.
exactly. But understanding the different strategies, platforms, and trends we've discussed today can give you a significant advantage. Whether you're a brand manager looking to launch your first influencer campaign or a curious consumer trying to decipher the influencer landscape, we've equipped you with valuable insights.
We have. And remember, authenticity is key. Whether you're working with a celebrity influencer or a micro-influencer, it's crucial to choose partners who align with your brand's values and resonate with your target audience.
Couldn't agree more. It's about finding the perfect fit. And don't be afraid to experiment, test different platforms, try different campaign styles, and see what works best for your brand.
Exactly. There's no substitute for real-world experience. And most importantly, stay curious. The world of influencer marketing is constantly evolving, so keep learning, keep exploring, and keep those creative juices flowing.
Well said.
Okay, we've talked about the power of visual storytelling, the rise of micro-influencers, the importance of data-driven decisions, and even those fascinating virtual influencers.
We've definitely covered a lot of ground today.
We have. But before we wrap up, I want to revisit those different segments of the fashion industry we discussed earlier: luxury, sustainable, and fast fashion. How do their influencer marketing strategies play out in the real world?
That's a great question. And it highlights the need for nuanced and tailored approaches.
Let's start with luxury brands. We talked about their focus on exclusivity and aspiration, but what does that actually look like in practice?
Imagine a world-renowned fashion blogger being invited to Paris for an exclusive experience with a luxury brand.
Okay.
They're given a behind-the-scenes tour of the brand's atelier, witnessing firsthand the meticulous craftsmanship and artistry that goes into each garment.
I can picture those Instagram stories now.
Yeah.
Close-ups of luxurious fabrics, skilled artisans at work, the influencer looking effortlessly chic in the brand's latest designs.
Exactly. And then, of course, there's the grand finale, attending the brand's runway show, sitting front row in a head-to-toe ensemble that's guaranteed to turn heads.
It's a carefully orchestrated symphony of luxury and exclusivity, all perfectly captured and shared with the influencer's followers.
Precisely. And it works because it taps into those deep-seated desires for aspiration and belonging. Consumers want to feel like they're part of that exclusive world, even if it's just through the lens of an influencer.
That makes sense. Now let's shift gears to sustainable fashion. They're operating with a completely different set of values and priorities.
Absolutely. Sustainable brands are all about authenticity and transparency. They carefully select influencers who genuinely share their commitment to ethical practices and eco-conscious materials.
It's not just about slapping a sustainable label on a product and calling it a day.
Not at all. They want to partner with influencers who can educate their audience about the importance of conscious consumption and who can showcase the brand's commitment to sustainability in a genuine and engaging way.
So instead of that glamorous Parisian adventure, we might see a sustainable fashion influencer taking their followers on a factory tour, highlighting the brand's use of recycled materials or their commitment to fair labor practices.
Exactly. Or they might partner with an influencer to create a series of videos demonstrating how to upcycle old clothing into stylish new pieces, or to discuss the environmental impact of fast fashion and how consumers can make more sustainable choices.
It's about using influencer marketing to drive a positive change in the fashion industry.
That's the goal. They want to show consumers that style and sustainability can go hand in hand.
Okay. We've covered luxury and sustainable. Now let's bring it back to fast fashion. They seem to operate at a completely different pace.
You could say that. Fast fashion is all about speed, trends, and constant visibility. Their influencer marketing strategies reflect this sense of urgency.
It's like a digital race to capture the latest trends and get them in front of consumers as quickly as possible.
Precisely. They work with a vast network of influencers, from big-name celebrities to everyday micro-influencers, to create a constant stream of content that keeps their brand top of mind.
And those haul videos we talked about earlier are a staple of the fast fashion influencer playbook.
Absolutely. They generate excitement and create a sense of urgency that drives impulse purchases. Fast fashion brands also heavily leverage affiliate programs, giving influencers a cut of every sale they drive.
It's a win-win. The influencer gets rewarded for their efforts, and the brand sees a direct return on their investment.
Exactly. And they're constantly monitoring social media trends, jumping on viral challenges, and creating content that feels relevant and engaging to their target audience.
So they're always adapting and evolving their strategies to stay ahead of the curve.
That's essential in the fast-paced world of fast fashion.
So there you have it. 3 different segments of the fashion industry, 3 distinct approaches to influencer marketing. But what's fascinating is that no matter the approach, it all comes down to authenticity, strategy, and a deep understanding of your target audience.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
So whether you're a seasoned marketer looking to launch your next influencer campaign, or a curious consumer trying to navigate this ever-evolving landscape, we've armed you with valuable insights.
And remember, the world of influencer marketing is constantly evolving, so stay curious, keep learning, and don't be afraid to experiment.
That's great advice. Well, I think we've officially covered every angle of fashion influencer marketing, from the why to the how to the who and even the what's next.
We've given our listener a lot to think about.
We have, and I hope they're feeling as inspired and informed as I am. But before we sign off, I want to leave our listener with one final, thought-provoking question.
I'm all ears.
As influencer marketing continues to evolve at an unprecedented pace, what role will you play in shaping this dynamic landscape? Will you be a savvy consumer, critically evaluating the messages you're bombarded with? A creative influencer building a genuine community and sharing your unique perspective with the world? Or perhaps a brilliant brand strategist masterminding the next viral campaign that captures the hearts and minds of consumers?
The possibilities are truly endless.
They are, and that's what makes this such an exciting space to watch and be a part of. So until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep diving deep into the fascinating world of influencer marketing.
That's a wrap.
Wish your videos could speak the world's language? Imagine your videos breaking through language barriers and reaching billions more people who speak over 200 languages different from yours. Whether you're a brand, influencer, or podcaster,
Se per te è importante quanto per If smelling good 24 hours. Si pour toi il est aussi important. Si para ti es tan importante como para mí oler rico 24 horas.
language shouldn't hold you back from reaching larger audiences. Create a video and distribute it in 200+ languages. How does that sound? Our AI-powered video translation makes it possible with just a click. So why limit your reach? Work smarter. Create one video and turn it into 200+ localized versions.
Horas al día. Tengo que recomendarte Cleansen.
Whether you're a business expanding globally, an influencer connecting with diverse followers, or a YouTuber growing your channel, one thing is clear. Language barriers are a thing of the past. With just a few clicks, you can translate your videos into multiple languages,
Would you like me to translate that?
instantly connecting with audiences worldwide. It's simple. Upload your video. Choose the languages to translate to. Let our AI work its magic. In minutes, your video will be transformed with accurate tone, voice, subtitles, and even voiceover options, ready to captivate audiences in any language.
Last a very long time on your body. There are fragrances for both.
Don't wait. The world is watching. Join thousands of businesses, influencers, and content creators who trust our AI to take their content to a global stage. It's time to start up. Brand ID is your digital hub.